Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Ooh, a nice surprise today, you guys. We're using the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. And I can probably guess that a few of you enjoy and like crystals. I am madcap crazy for them. I just find them so beautiful and peaceful and ethereal, and these photographs and images of them are so beautiful. So we have three choices today, you guys, and the first one is cognizance. And I love this because in the book it talks about the way you learn to communicate is equal parts nature and nurture. And you're influenced by the way you were raised, what you were taught in school, what you subconsciously learn, and through observation. So you process this information, and your personality, your quirks, and tendencies all develop as a result of this. So this has us ask, is your communication style balanced? Is it soft? Is it brash? Are you aware of the way you make others feel with your words? For one, I know that I'll monitor something and I'll get the feel of the room and I'll emotionally kind of get the temperature of what's going on before I speak. You know, sometimes if you've got a bunch of toddlers running around all crazy and everything, it's a different tone of an elderly person that's not feeling well. Things to that kind of accord. So you are responsible for the way that you process information and the way you put information out into the world. Another reason that I watch very few TED Talks, speakers, tarot readers, I'm very sensitive to tone of voice. So if people are speaking full rush sentences really fast, it makes me feel like I'm in a hurry for some reason. So a lot of people that come to me and ask me about my channel and say, hey, I want to start a channel, that's one of the first things that I share with them, how you relay information, and is it positive? Because there really is enough doom and gloomers out there where we really don't need any more of that in the world, right? So we really taking this into account for the next few days during your interactions. Direct your awareness inwards and observe how you are communicating with yourself as well. An awareness of your self-talk is a powerful tool to develop your mental strength, because I know if I wake up and I have inner self-talk of you need to do this, you have to do this, and I make myself feel rushed and harried before even the day begins, it's not a good way to commence the day. So instead I say, you have all the time in the world. It's going to be a beautiful day. I'm excited to, make my videos and talk to people and learn new things, all of that. So as well as learning from our surroundings, Mercury plays a role in our communication style and impacts how we interpret and process information as well. It is the smallest and fastest moving of the planets, and it's referred to as the messenger planet. And this emerald is known as being the stone of intuition, insight, and vision. And using emeralds in meditation or wearing them on your person is a lovely vibration that increases mental clarity and allows you to react and interpret situations with intelligence and focus. Emeralds are also known to bring to the surface the unconscious mind and allows us to tap into our claircognizant abilities. So I love this affirmation that was in the book too. It says, I am conscious of the impact of my words. I communicate with clarity and authenticity. I love that. And sometimes it's just all we need to do is pause for one moment and not rush into, a reactive sentence. Say if somebody is trying to trigger us or whatever, we just take a moment, right? Okay, quick sip of coffee, and then we're going to go into perspective. I love Larimar so much too. This stone is so beautiful. Okay, so Larimar is also known to be a Neptunian stone. So this is seeker, harmonizer, communication, intuitive nature type of stone. So there are two kinds of being: having a low vibe thoughts and letting your frequency join them, right? Or having low vibe thoughts and shifting them to join your frequency. It's all about your perspective. And we all have this. I know this so much. Sometimes I'll look at something, and if it could be anything, just like a gloomy setting somewhere, and it can all of a sudden just bring up this melancholy. And what I will do is then recognize, okay, but you're not in that environment. You're in this environment where you have all your cards, all your animals, your family. And then again, through that perspective, I'm lifted back up. And it can shift your perspective so you can perceive and experience neither a negative or positive influence. It just kind of washes over you, right? Because the planet Neptune also balances the illusions to reality, as Neptune represents a sense of incompleteness and imperfection. Neptune indicates a way of thinking with your non-mind, sinking deeper into your spiritual faith and trusting that it's okay not to have anything figured out, because life is so much more than you could ever imagine. So if we allow our analytical mind to get too involved, we can create confusion. But if we allow our non-rational mind to take complete control and sit in a fantasy of disillusionment, right? So it's one of those things where it's a happy medium. And I feel like most of any kind of issue is solved when I first give a little bit of thought and then I just release. And then I just go into that kind of like dreamy world and know that it's going to flow to me and the answers will come up. And I love, because Larimar, when we work with it, it enhances any space by bringing loving energies and a sense of calm and serenity, which encourages healing. And it's also considered the harmonizer crystal, which means its energy structure really aligns naturally to the power of the human mind. And it lets us have that beautiful reminder that we do create our own reality. I know it sounds like such a simple sentence, but we do. If we look around, or just say from the perspective of, I am so lucky, I have so much gratitude, I have a roof over my head, I have a car, I'm enjoying good health, I have a brain that's curious, all of these things, we start to like boost ourselves up. I always picture it like a stairwell that we're climbing. We're getting a higher vibration, and the environment that I'm creating, the reality I'm creating, is I have lots of choices, I have lots of energy, I have lots of enthusiasm, and that becomes my reality. That's hence going back to cognizance. How do you talk to yourself? How do you think you operate in the world? How do you think you exist? Especially changing in these seasons, we want to bring that vibration back up, because the days are going to grow a little shorter. They're not going to be as warm. I really love for people to take walks in well-lit malls and places that just bring, and gyms and things like that just bring up their vibration and make them feel good, and don't make them feel like isolated, because a lot of people get that feeling like, oh, I'm going to go into my winter cave and no one's ever going to see me again. It's our perspective of, now I get a time to read books and be cozy in front of a fireplace, or, in front of a lot of candlelit hot cocoa nights, things of that nature, which brings us to abundance. And I love this cluster. Oh, smoky Amazonite, beautiful. So this is about gratitude, visualization, and our mindset. So attracting abundance or living abundantly is dependent on our frame of mind. And the first step in allowing it to flow to you is believing and knowing that it's possible. Absolutely, 100%. The universe is here to give you everything that you desire. So all we need to do is let the law of attraction work in your favor. Begin to visualize yourself with a full bank account, being debt-free, your dream career, soaring to new heights, a fulfilling relationship. When you think of these outcomes as a reality, the universe responds and aligns circumstances that bring imagination into tangible reality. This happens a lot on little things that I map out throughout the day. I'll even say, and you hear a lot of people say this, I want the best parking spot. I'm going to get front row there. I'm going to see the things that I'm seeking. If I make a mental list of things I need to go get, I'm going to find the ideal thing in the store, whatever, or on a walk. I'm going to see this bird and this dog, all of those. Start small and start to notice that. Pre-visualize what you want and watch it come to you. It's just so lovely. And draw on the power of abundance from your inner visual self. It's kind of like this thing, great fame, fortune, power. And this stone too is also known as the Regulus star. And it is really represented by great fame, fortune, and power as well. It's known for its energies of desire, of strength, of will, and determination. So be bold and speak your truth. And it also, something else that's wonderful about this is it helps relieve stress and correct emotional issues and past traumas while removing energetic blocks, so you're able to have a clear mind when setting your intentions to attract abundance, right? When you're feeling really good and you're down earth and you're settled and you're grounded, I bet your wishes for yourself and the world and your family members are much different from when you feel, maybe disconnected. You haven't had enough sleep, you're grouchy. Lots of times those things turn more materialistic, more monetary, more easy, more grasping than the other ones. I would love to be able to walk in the most beautiful forest and have a great conversation. That it's more idealized moments. Like, you ever hear those things over on Pinterest and stuff, I think it's very true. It's better to spend your money on moments and experiences than things, because things can kind of just pile up and get dusty and you don't necessarily need them. But think of a time you took a loved one out to dinner and you had the best time. You went out to a movie, you went to a great park like Disney World, or you splurged on a mini vacation, something to that effect. So I just love these. I feel like they just bring this kind of like peace and whimsy and ethereal beauty. Again, you guys, I just went on, I have, I believe, what looks like 2 other decks that are very similar to this, but I love anything that has to do with crystals and crystal messages, because everything is energy. So why not have the best energy around us so it can bring our energy up and we can get aligned with our best possible selves. So my beauties, that is what you are meant to hear today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And if you guys want a private read, all my information is right in the description box. Have a great day.